Sterling High School, Channel 19, winner of the National Emmy Award for the Best Live Game Broadcast.
You're watching Sterling High School, Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford.
For the first time since 1971, Sterling is South Jersey champ.
Went on to become the New Jersey Tournament of Champions winner. South Jersey's never won it before. So the Sterling Lady Knights and that string sing. South Jersey is well represented now.
Sterling is going to the championship game.
Looks like he's fouled there. Put on a desperation shot, and there he goes. It's good! It's good!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we are back just getting ready for some girls basketball. The girls are back home for the first time in quite some time as your Sterling Lady Knights, who sit at 9-6 and 6-4 in the division, will go against the Woodbury Thundering Herd, who sit at 4-11 and 2-5 in the division. So taking a look at the Colonial Liberty standings, Haddon Township on top right now, 8-1 in the division, 12-3 overall, and then the Garnets of Haddon Heights are at 7-1 in the division, 11-5 overall. The Haddonfield Bulldogs sitting at a 5-2 record, 10-6 overall, and then your Sterling Lady Knights, who have been doing a great job this season, who are hot as of late, 6-4 in the division, 9-6 overall. The West Deptford Eagles sitting at 3-6, 6-9, and then the Woodbury Thundering Herd sitting at 2-5 and 4-11. So taking a look at some of the stats between these two teams. Sterling sitting at 9-6, as I mentioned before. Woodbury 4-11. Sterling 4th in Colonial Liberty. Woodbury is 6th. And then Sterling's offense averaging 33 points per game, and the Woodbury's averaging 40 points per game, which is a little bit better, but Sterling's defense mightily better than Woodbury, sitting at 34 points per game, while Woodbury averaging 54 points per game on defense. So a 20 points per game difference. In terms of scoring, Lexi Kuhn sitting at 10 points per game. Paris Logan also at a 10-point per game pace. Jordan Fraser at 4 points per game. And Maddie Sims also at 4 points per game. And then Woodbury, Nyla Ivy sitting at 16 points per game. Janessa Robinson sitting at 13. Emerald Sills sitting at 7 points per game. And Zoe Bell sitting at 4. Let's take a look at the game history between these two teams. Sterling leads the series 16-5. Sterling has won the last game at Woodbury. Woodbury's last win came last year in 2024, and Woodbury has won 5 of the last 6. So taking a look at the power points here, Middle Township leading the way in first place, right under them Cinnaminson, and then Barnegat, Haddon Heights, Haddonfield, and then there sits Sterling at 6th place. Much better than we thought the Lady Knights would do this year, and they're doing really, really well. And then obviously we see Camden, Collingswood, Lindenwold, a lot of familiar teams, but Sterling sitting at 6th place. The keys to the game for Sterling: contain on defense. Make sure they play tight defense here against Woodbury. Control the rebounding. Sterling does have a lot of height. They do well on the boards, but they got to make sure that is a key today. And then limit the turnovers. Slow it down and play to their pace. So that is going to be it for me just for the moment, but never mind. Paris Logan, starting here with the Sterling starters. She's been doing super well as of late, 9.5 points per game, 9 rebounds as well. Shoots 32% from the field, And then there's Amber Wilsey, 3.9 points per game, but does average 2.2 assists and 2.3 steals. Lexi Kuhn also doing such a great job this season for the Lady Knights, 10.4 points per game with 6 rebounds and shoots 26% from 3. Molly Hoffaker, who's really taken a step forward this year in her freshman year in the starting lineup. And then Jordan Fraser, 3.5 points per game and 4 rebounds to go along with 36% from the field. And then on the other hand of things, we have Paulsboro, Nyla Ivy, the junior, starting 15.8 points per game, shoots 60% from the charity stripe. Janessa Robinson, the sophomore, at 13.3 points per game. Jabrell Howell, the sophomore, sitting at 4 points per game. Emerald Sills with 7.2 points per game. And then Zoe Bell with 3.6 points per game. So I'm going to step aside in just a moment and let the girls introduce themselves.
Madison Sims, junior, forward, Stratford.
Lexi Kuhn, junior, guard, Stratford.
Michaela Carr, senior, guard, Summerdale.
Paris Logan, senior, forward, Summerdale.
Amber Wilsey, senior, guard, Stratford.
Molly Hofbaker, freshman, guard, Laurel Springs.
Macy Fox, senior, guard, Laurel Springs.
Jordan Frazier, junior, forward, Lindenwold.
Aaliyah Smith, junior, forward, Magnolia.
So welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we are here in the broadcast booth. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Connor Warrington. And Connor, you know, the girls have been really hot as of late, and, you know, they've kind of gotten their feet under them. 4-1 in the last 5 with wins over Paulsboro, Holy Cross, West Effort, and Gloucester. What are you expecting out of the girls today? You gotta put on your mic there, Connor. Yeah, we got it. There we go. All right, Con.
I'm expecting a good game. Hoping for Sterling to put some more points up on the paint and outside the arc today. And last time I had Sterling, it was versus Paulsboro, and that was just it was a blowout for Sterling. But it was a confidence booster. They've gone hot. They got that win 300, and now they're looking for 301 today for Coach Kate McDonald.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that, Connor. I mean, definitely they're looking for win 301 here for Coach McDonald. Had a big win against the Gloucester Lions to give for win 300. But it's also their first game at the Castle in about 5 games, so they've handled the road trip pretty well.
Yeah, so they've done the opposite of what the boys did. Unfortunately for the boys, they went on the road away from the Superfans, and they dropped a few tough Colonial games. The girls powered through. They won the Colonial ones on the road, so they've earned the right to win the home game today, and the boys will be here Thursday against Haddonfield. So both teams just need to take care of business as we get to the late stretch of the season here.
Yeah, I totally agree, Connor, and the boys definitely a team that needs to take care of things, but we'll cover that in just a little bit. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Connor Warrington here, getting ready to cover some girls basketball between Woodbury and Sterling, and very excited to have Sterling, again, back at the Castle. First game in 5 games that this happened, and we missed a couple of landmarks for the girls, including win 300. And Connor, if you could really put yourself in Coach McDonald's shoes, how cool is win 300 here in her long career?
Now, knowing Coach Kate McDonald, she's not going to say it's her win 300, it's the program's win 300. There she is on the right of our screen there. She has won those, but it's because of the girls that she's had come through the program, and she mentioned that in the post-game interview with her as well.
So it's Coach McDonald on your right and Coach Letitia Curry for the Woodbury Thundering Herd on the left. And the Thundering Herd definitely looking to, kind of pick things up here in the later half of the season. 4-11, 2-5 in the Colonial Liberty. And as they got a couple of good points per game scorers, as we mentioned, Nyla Ivey with about 16 and Janessa Robinson with about 13, but they really need to pick things up in terms of whole team play. So Sterling versus Woodbury here at the Castle. Tuesday basketball getting underway right now.
And Dan, my player of the game for this one, I'm going to look at Madison Sims on her birthday here. I'm wondering if she's going to have the same magic maybe Saquon will have in the Super Bowl in a few weeks.
Good pull there, Connor. It is Maddie Sims' birthday, so happy birthday, Maddie Sims, celebrating her 17th. So early possession here for Woodbury. They're looking to go to work on the offensive side of things. This one gets over to Sills. Sills going to get this one over to Ivy. Ivy leading points per game scorer, just misses the three-pointer. That one tips off of Kuhn. So that one will go right back in possession for Woodbury.
Dan, looking down the Woodbury lineup here, you got Sills, Ivy Jr. and Robinson look like the 3 that really control the ball and put the scoring up for Woodbury. So you'd like to see those 3 be involved heavily today, but maybe get the rest of the guys involved as well.
Zone defense definitely Sterling's strong point. It's going to be big today, covering a couple of different goal scorers for the Woodbury Thundering Herd. But really the objective is going to be for Sterling on the offensive side of the ball. Through knowing how weak Woodbury defense is, they're really going to have to try and control things on their side of the court. So Ivy now has it at the top of the key. Moving here against Frazier. Frazier, a great defender for the Sterling Knights. This one goes over to Sills. Back to Ivy. Ivy. This one just misses off the side of the rim. Rebound there by Paris Logan, who's just been pure dominance as of late.
She really has, Dan. The last game we covered her, I was talking about her ability down in the paint on the low block to score the layups and the fadeaways, and she can work on her post moves. And she said in one of the interviews, I heard her say it, she worked on post moves all summer, and it's clearly a strong suit of her game now for the Lady Knights.
And then on the other hand, Lexi Kuhn just ripping a three-pointer there for the Lady Knights, finds her first 3 of the afternoon, as that one just misses there from Ivy. Kuhn getting that one early is big for the Lady Knights. She's a little bit of a streaky scorer at times, likes to see that first ball fall in, but once that happens, it's all money from beyond the arc. And she's going to get this ball again, looking for Logan on the inside. Logan matched up here against Howell. Nice defense there, and she misses. So now Woodbury working in transition. Sills.
So Woodbury does average a lot of points here, Dan, as you look down at the scoreboard, but their biggest issue is they let up a lot, which Sterling needs to capitalize on today because they are going to score, but you just need to attack them on the defensive side and hope that you get the better of them today.
A really nice pass there from Sills. Finds Bell, who gets her first 2 points of the afternoon. Very nice pass from Sills. Looked right underneath, and a Bell that was cutting inside, just making the nice move.
Woodbury's a very balanced grade level team. If you look down, they got a couple sophomores, a couple juniors, and then only one senior in Emerald Sills. That is their only senior, so this is a team that's building for the future right before our eyes here, Dan.
So Janessa Robinson with the block there on Kuhn finds Sills. Ivy looking for Bell. That one tips off and goes out of bounds. That one will go right back at Sterling possession. So we take a look at the pass there from Sills to Bell. Just beautiful ball placement there from Sills. Shows the veterancy there. Finds a cutting teammate. As there is Coach Curry. Nice pass there from Wilsey to Frazier, but that one tips off her leg and goes out of bounds. So right back in possession this goes for Woodbury.
And Dan, just another major, how big of a win this would be for Sterling is looking down at the Group 2 power points. They're 6-9-6. A win today would tie them with Haddonfield as of right now. I'm not sure if they're currently playing, but they're 10-6. That would boost them up into the top 5 of the Group 2, which if you get up there, Dan, you can almost guarantee a home playoff game, which would be very, very crucial for this team.
So traveling violation called there on Jabrielle Howell. We're going to take a look at the replay here. Looks like that other foot dropped down and got the traveling violation. So now Maddie Sims on her birthday is going to take this one up, passing it over to Wilsey, who finds Kuhn and back to Sims. Looking for Wilsey across the way. Wilsey finds Frazier. Frazier over to Sims. This one goes underneath to Logan. Logan now going to go to work. Nice post move right there, putting that one up. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Frazier. Frazier once again draws the foul.
And that's textbook right there, Dan. As you can see, Logan misses. Frazier in for the board and goes strong up to the glass. They teach that at all levels. When you get the ball down the paint, if you're the big girl or the big guy in the paint, you go right up with it, try to draw contact, and finds herself in the line for 2.
4 points per game, 48% from the charity stripe. Just misses her first. So someone who's approached this starting lineup to a very good job. And I mean, Jordan Frazier, very good in the post underneath is where she strives, and someone who's made her own this season. She's shooting number 2. And she knocks it down. So Frazier gets her first point as Sterling goes up by 2 here against Woodbury. Looking to play some good defense here on this possession. Robinson finds Ivy. Ivy back to Robinson. Robinson going across the court there, finds Bell. Bell going inside, looking back towards Robinson. Robinson going to cut inside. A nice floater right there. Just a little bit too powerful, though. Good rebound there by Kuhn. Sims now taking this one up, finds Kuhn. Kuhn going to rip from long range. That one doesn't go. Good rebound there by the Lady Knights. This one goes to Wilsey, who finds Logan. Great pass from Wilsey. Logan takes it inside and draws the foul.
Great play right there. Wilsey gets it out behind the arc. Doesn't see it, so she makes a play and goes right to the paint to Paris Logan. And she goes up strong, draws herself a foul there.
So again, 10 points per game, 73% from the charity stripe. Also averages 9.3 rebounds and averages a block a game with 32% field goal shooting. And I mean, Connor, that right there is the recipe for success if you're asking me.
Yeah, charity stripe is the way to win a basketball game. No matter what level you're at, that's the way you win a basketball game.
So she misses her first, but nails her second. So Logan now on the board here for the Lady Knights. Woodbury picking up 2 fouls so far here in quarter number 1. Nice takeaway there by the Lady Knights. That was tipped off of Paris Logan. And now Maddie Sims going the other way. Sims going to slow it down, finding Logan inside. Logan taking that one to the rim and drawing the foul. Paris Logan with the and 1. Now goes to the line to complete the 3-point play.
Woodbury foul, number 3, Jabrielle Howell. Second.
Now, Connor, one thing that Paris Logan is also so good at doing is drawing these fouls. And now we have a Jabrielle Howell who's going to be on her for the majority of the game. And a little bit of foul trouble here with 2 fouls early on.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to find yourself with 2 fouls in the first quarter, especially right around the halfway mark of the first. you'd like to see Logan knock this down for a 3-point play.
And she does. So 4 points early here for Paris Logan. Sterling goes up by 6. Our next TV game will be the Haddonfield versus Sterling boys basketball game. That game starting at 5:30. That one's destined to be a big one.
Dan, I get chills just thinking about it. I cannot describe to you the rivalry between the student sections of Haddonfield and Sterling. I'm very heavily involved in Superfans, as you know. We've been looking forward to this game, and not to mention, winner could likely take home the Colonial this year or tie the Colonial with Haddonfield. I know the guys, they're at Woodbury right now. They must win as well today, but they're really, really looking forward to Thursday.
And talk about a Woodbury boys team who's really kind of turned it around this season. I mean, not that they were a bad team when they rolled up into Sterling. There's a floater there, a nice bucket there from Janessa Robinson. But the boys team was not a bad team. Just didn't get the better of Sterling that one game, but they kind of turned it around, and they've been doing really well for themselves, the boys side of Woodbury.
Yeah, both those teams have gotten hot going into today's match. The boys were struggling in the middle half of the season, but they found their way. A couple wins last week, a couple close games, and I think Barringer has them right where he wants them going into that must-win game Thursday.
Three-pointer here from Kuhn. Lets it fall. Lexi Kuhn.
She's shooting with confidence today, Dan. That's something you always love to see.
2 for 3 from beyond the arc so far. As here's one from Ivy trying to answer back. That one just goes a little long. Rebound there by Kuhn. Sims now going up the court. Finds Wilsey. Wilsey looking inside. That's a nice takeaway there from Bell. Bell now going up the court, finds Ivy. Ivy trying to look underneath. Sterling takes it away. Now going the other way is Lexi Kuhn. Pressured there by Sills. Great pass to Paris Logan, who knocks that one down. Paris Logan and Lexi Kuhn both with 6 and a timeout called by Coach Curry. Sterling playing with a lot of electricity so far.
Definitely, Dan. They're shooting with confidence, and they're going to the paint with confidence, and that's a winning recipe for basketball. Not to mention they're also knocking down some of those foul shots, and they got themselves a 9-point lead with about 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. Here's a look at this again. Wilsey's dribbling up. She finds Sims, goes to the corner, and Kuhn just knocks it down.
Cash money.
Really is just shooting with confidence, and I know my friends that play basketball, like Jason, he says when you shoot with confidence, that's when your best shots are. When you're shooting knowing you're not going to make it, your odds are you're not going to make it, Dan.
So definitely a great start here for the Lady Knights, again going on this 13-4 run against Woodbury, and that looks quite delicious there, Connor, I cannot lie.
I am a little hungry.
Yeah, that does look like quite a tasty donut there, Connor, I cannot lie.
It really does, Dan. To mention the records looking here, Sterling is actually better on the road this year at 6-3, and Woodbury is about the same home and away with 2 wins on each side. Sterling has really handled business on the road, Dan. Yeah. It's good to see him coming home and still coming with that passion and the fire. When you're on the road, you want to silence the other fans, and you want to get ahead quick. Woodbury has unfortunately fallen behind. They're going to have to come back from a hole now.
And Connor, I'm glad you mentioned this, and I don't want to throw them under the bus, but that is pretty much the complete opposite of what the boys team did. They just didn't handle business when they were at the other team's schools, and that's kind of what's put them in this divot. But the Lady Knights kind of worked themselves out of a divot by doing well on the road. So now it's just doing business at home. Amber Wilsey from long range. That one just a little bit short. That one will go in possession of Woodbury.
Yeah, both teams, as we get to the latter half of the season here, both teams are set up to have a home playoff game, which would be very nice. Our senior year as a super fans, 2 home playoff games, and hopefully both guys make a run.
Yeah, and me on the announcers booth.
And the call as a Although I'd imagine if we go to Haddonfield for a playoff game, Dan would be in the truck.
Yeah,
Dan would be in the truck on the way there.
Yeah, no, we'd be there. So this one goes to the corner, looking inside here for Robinson. Robinson just a little bit short. Rebound there by Wilsey. Wilsey's going to control it and move up the court herself. Has options. He's going to give it to Sims. Birthday girl has it. Back over to Wilsey, who finds Kuhn. Kuhn all the way over to Sims. Sims for the three-pointer. That one doesn't go. The rebound will go to Woodbury.
Dan looking around the gym here. Looks like girls lacrosse is in the corner getting ready for the spring season.
Yeah.
Looks like they just finished up. I know the spring season has already started in the baseball players' mind. We're ready to make a run this year.
A lot of these spring teams are going to be pretty successful this year. I think girls lacrosse and baseball are amongst the 2 that are going to be the largest. I mean, I think lacrosse is always consistently good.
Wiley always has a very good lacrosse team. And, yeah, baseball, this is the year we're set up to make a run.
And that one goes out of bounds. This one will go back into Sterling possession. 1:19 to go here in quarter number 1. Sterling with a 13-4 lead over the Woodbury Thundering Herd. The Lady Knights have been knocking down their shots. Lexi Kuhn 2 for 3 from beyond the arc thus far. Again, that's a way that you're going to win some games. Oh, yeah. When she gets hot. Wilsey now to Sims. Sims looking inside. Great pass there to Logan. What a pass there from the birthday girl. Maddie Sims finds Logan.
Yeah, that is a great find for Maddie Sims. Watching, she was right in front of our viewpoint here, and she just saw her streaking in towards the block and hit her almost like a football pass there. Tried to go high up above the corner. Very good pass, very good playmaking ability from Madison Sims.
On the other hand, Logan has 8 already in this first quarter. Lexi Kuhn with 6. It's been a great job there for the Sterling scoring thus far, as there's a shot there by Sills that just doesn't find the net. Jump ball will be awarded, and then we'll go in Sterling possession as we take a look at the replay.
Sims just looks down the block, and Logan streaks open for her right past the defender there, and that's a great find by Maddie Sims. Coming in the game here for Sterling is going to be number 21, Elias Smith. She's going to replace Jordan Frazier. She's going to play alongside Paris Logan in the paint.
So 38 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Wilsey going to take this one up the court here for the Lady Knights. Definitely notices the time, so Sterling's going to have to move with some pace. Pressure being brought by Ivy. Finds Sims. Back to Wilsey. Wilsey going to find Kuhn. Kuhn over to Wilsey. Great pressure there by the Woodbury defense. Now moving up the way is Ivy. Ivy going to take this one to the hoop, and getting the and one is Nyla Ivy. What a move there. Great job on the takeaway on the defensive side and making it rain on the offensive side. 16 points per game, 61% from the charity stripe.
You're averaging 16 a game. It's very good.
She knocks down her free throw, completing the three-point play. Now Sterling going to have to move with a little bit of efficiency here with 16 seconds to go.
Although, Dan, as we all know in high school basketball, there is no shot clock. As you saw in that last possession, Wilsey was trying to hold for the last shot, and great play design by the...
So nice steal there by Woodbury. They're going to go the other way. Woodbury finds Ivy. Ivy now going towards the hoop and getting a last-second shot is Nyla Ivy, turning the tide towards the end of this first quarter.
If you're Sterling, that's something you do not want to see, is Nyla Ivy getting hot as the quarter ends. She now has confidence going in that second quarter. Coach K. McDonald's going to have to dial up some pressure on her in that second quarter here.
So it was 4-13 in favor of Sterling, but now it's 15-9 in favor of Sterling. We're going to get back to you in the second quarter after this short break.
What made you become a bully?
Twerk! Twerk!
Whoa, nice one, man. You should start hanging with me.
Okay.
Yo, Dave, look at this. Go show him who's boss.
Hey.
Huh?
Danny, go to VPO.
No!
Well, you know, Mr. Jericho, I guess it started with peer pressure.
So welcome back here. We're going to quickly transition back into the game here as Ivy now has it from beyond the arc and lets that one fly. Nyla Ivy, it's only going to be counted a 2 there, but what a nice shot as she has 7 within the past couple of seconds.
I just mentioned it. She is finding her way early in this game. Something Sterling needs to control before it gets too late.
So this one goes inside, looking towards Logan. Logan gets fouled on the way up. It looks like she'll be going to the line to shoot 2 as we're going to take a look at that replay.
Woodbury foul number 4 on Sills. It's her first.
Sims takes up the court, looks over the other side. She's got Smith backed up.
Paris Logan at the line for Sterling, shooting 2.
So Paris Logan now going to shoot 2 at the line. It's a 4-point game now.
Very big free throws here.
Misses the first. So it's a 4-point game compared to the 9-point game it was for the majority of that first quarter. And I think one of Sterling's big problems is they let Nyla Ivy start to get a little hot.
Basketball is one of those sports, Dan, where it's momentum shift back and forth each and every possession with the ball.
And Paris Logan nails her second. So now a 5-point game here between Sterling and Woodbury. Woodbury definitely starting to pick it up on the defensive side of the ball too, which is something that we noted for them to, kind of control, where their defensive side wasn't as strong as their offensive side, but that was a mistake on the offensive side, and Sterling will get possession.
Nice hustle play by Janisa Robinson, though, to try to keep it in there. I couldn't quite tell if she did. The refs clearly saw otherwise. You look for Sterling to get back to what was working in that first quarter. Maddie Sims and Lexi Kuhn looking together, and Paris Logan down in the paint.
Nice pass there. Kuhn from long range. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Logan. Logan going to take one up and get fouled on the way up.
I called it, Dan. I knew those two were going to try to work together, and Coach K. McDonald drew something up for Lex Kuhn to get a 3 off it. It was a good shot, and now Logan will be back at the line, where she's been a lot today,
Woodbury
Dan.
foul number 1, Jess Robinson. Her first.
So Robinson's first, the team's second of the quarter. Very early, we're not even a minute down. Paris Logan will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Makes her first.
She's already up to 10 points on the day, Dan. Already at her average.
73% from the charity stripe. Looking to make the 2-point play happen. That one does not go. Woodbury fighting for the rebound and gets it. So now Sills will be the point guard here for Woodbury. Quickly finds Ivy. Ivy now to the corner. This one goes back to Ivy. Ivy to Bell. Bell over to Sills. Sills going to go into the lane. A nice pass finding Ivy. And Paris Logan close there on the block, but gets the foul called on her, as we're going to take a look at the replay.
Sterling foul number 3, Paris Logan.
Right down low, they basically did what Paris Logan does to other teams. Go to her on the block and let her go up for contact, and Ivy draws it.
Now Ivy at the line, shoot 2.
So Ivy now back to the free throw line. Makes her first.
She is really catching fire here, Dan.
Perfect on the day so far for Ivy, and Paris Logan now getting taken out here for Molly Hoffaker. Freshman now entering this game here for the Lady Knights.
And the last game I covered with you guys was Paulsboro, and she started that game.
She started that
game. She had a very good game, and I remember her playmaking ability was something you don't see from a freshman a lot. She was very aggressive in her reads and fighting for people, and I mean, she did it all season in the fall as well in the soccer field, so it's nothing new.
Yeah, she's a very scrappy defender. Again, young, still kind of getting the flow of the game. It's kind of getting the flow of the game in her system, and that's going to come with time. Of course, traveling violation called there on Robinson. But again, that's going to come with time. And it's a young player that Coach McDonald is going to invest a lot of time into to try and build into a true point guard here for the Lady Knights, because that's something that they desperately need.
Yeah, they'd like to see her get going down the stretch here and play some valuable minutes come playoff time as well. So they're trying to get her that experience now. She's going to be a big part of the future, and Coach Kate McDonald sees that early.
So she finds Kuhn. Kuhn now over to Wilsey. Wilsey going to go across the court, finding her, and nice pass underneath towards Smith, who gets fouled on the way up. Very nice pass there from Hochfaker to find Smith underneath, and Smith will go to the line to shoot 2.
Team's third.
So Smith nails her first to give Sterling a 6-point lead. Going to try and complete 2 points here. And just misses there on the second free throw. So now Sills going to come up the court here for Woodbury. Gives it off to Bell. Bell finds Ivy. Ivy over to Robinson. Nice perimeter passing here from the Woodbury Thundering Herd as this one goes back over to Ivy in the corner, who finds Bell.
Good ball movement so far, trying to set up that play and the look they're looking for.
Yeah, definitely looking for that lower cut underneath, but that one does not succeed. Well read there by the Sterling defense, and now Kuhn moving up the court here for the Knights. He finds Wilsey. Wilsey to Sims. Sims to Hoffaker. Hoffaker looking underneath towards Smith. Smith going to go towards the basket there. Chucks one up. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Woodbury.
Looked like Smith had Wilsey on the low block. Missed her a little bit there. That would have been a nice conversion if Amber could hit the leg.
Nice movement there by Sills, but that one taken away by Smith. Smith's going to give it off towards Sims. Sims to Kuhn. Back to Sims. Kuhn now has it, finds Smith underneath, who finds Hoffaker. Hoffaker going to rip up a 3. That one doesn't go. Rebound by Smith. Smith going to chuck that one up. That one doesn't go. Woodbury now going up the court, finding Ivy. Ivy looking underneath. A nice cutting pass right there for Robinson, who cannot finish. She gets her own rebound, chucks one up again, and a foul called there. So that one called on Aaliyah Smith. It's her first foul, the team's second. So now going to the line to shoot two will be number 1, Janessa Robinson. And Connor, she's been someone who's had a great season as well, averaging, again, the 13 points per game you see on the screen.
Yeah, her and Ivy have really been combined as that dynamic duo here in the front court for Woodbury.
So Robinson nails her first, is 38% from the charity stripe, so not very favorable in term for Woodbury, but does make her first free throw.
She's now up to 9 points on the day.
And makes her second. Or misses her second, excuse me, but rebound gotten there by Woodbury. Robinson going to go back in, going to go for the floater. That one doesn't go. Rebound by Sims.
Sterling's done a good job of rebounding the ball and keeping possession today. They've had a few costly turnovers, but
Hoffaker now for 3. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Woodbury. Woodbury rumbling up the court.
And Dan, they're getting good looks on offense. Even their misses have been very good shots, both from Hoffaker, very good shots, and she was open. There's nothing Coach K. McDonald can be mad about. Sometimes in basketball, it just doesn't fall.
So Kuhn finds Sims. Sims underneath to Smith. Smith all the way over to Kuhn. That one just a little bit too high, and that one goes out of bounds. So Frazier and Logan will check back into this game, but I think a timeout is called there by Woodbury. So we're going to welcome here to the broadcast Mr. Sayano. Mr. Sayano with our new little toy, and there he is, Mr. Sayano. Can you hear me coming through?
Hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Sayano. Just got you.
I'm doing great. How's everything going?
Yeah, it's going great so far, and I mean, the girls definitely
Guys
doing
are doing
well.
a good job over there. Yeah, they're doing well. All right. Maddie Sims, some real nice passes.
Yeah, we
also
actually
have Lexi Kuhn hitting some threes here.
And
Gotta
also
capitalize at the line.
Paris Logan also with 10 points so far. Definitely just continuing her dominance that she's had so far.
She's been great today. Absolutely great. Got to make our free throws, right?
Yeah, I think that's something that Connor harped on a lot here in the broadcast booth. And something else that's just been a little spotty so far is a couple of these turnovers for the Lady Knights. They kind of just have to clean things up on that standard of what they do.
Yeah. I mean, they're right there. So a couple of things I'm seeing is, Woodbury's trying to press as soon as they make a shot. All right, so it's important that we capitalize defensively so that they're not in the option to set up that press, which we're going to struggle with a little bit.
So Robinson now has it. Robinson going to go for the mid-range jumper. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Logan. I mean,
it's a great job.
And Mr. Sayano, from what you've seen from this team, just a lot of grit throughout, some of these games that are really close for the Lady Knights recently.
It's been all grit. I mean, that's all it is. These girls just want it more. I mean, we're looking at...
And Kuhn going to let it fly from long range. That one doesn't go.
We're looking at today, if we win this game, it's a 10-win season.
Yeah, and that's something that I don't think many people expected for the Lady Knights coming into this season.
Yeah, completely unexpected, but when you work hard, those results take care of themselves.
Three-pointer then taken from Woodbury. That one doesn't go. Rebound by Sims. Mr. Sayano, thank you for coming on. We appreciate your little insight, and we'll talk to you soon. With some trivia later.
Question for,
you know what?
Later?
We could do it right now if you want.
All right, I'm ready for
it. Actually, we will hold off for the next break, but we appreciate the trivia question being ready. But we're going to keep you on just to talk with you a little bit more.
All right, sounds good.
You know what, Mr. Sayano, just scrap the plans. We're going to ask you. You can ask the question right now if you would like.
All right, so I'm going Major League Baseball here.
All right, Con. This is your section here too.
Okay, so this is more of like a general knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
Hard one, and if you get in the ballpark, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
How many stitches does a standard baseball have?
Con, come on, buddy. This is all you, big dog.
If you're a baseball fan, you know this answer. Coach Stu knew this answer immediately.
So Coach K knows it in the truck. I'm here asking Connor Warrington. Connor, you play the sport, man.
I know. I've never really looked down at the stitches when I'm pitching, but I'm going to go ahead and go the modest 60, 30 on each side there.
So Connor gets 60.
You're not even close.
I'm going to go much higher. I'm going to go with maybe like 256.
No, you went too high.
All right, Kay has
One?
it. Kay hit the buzzer. Kay hit the buzzer.
Okay, so he has it?
Kay, do you have the answer? Oh. Mr. Gay guesses 1.
I think Mr. K might have got it there. I didn't realize.
It's all one stitch.
It is all one stitch.
Oh, no. We're looking for individual stitches.
Oh.
Here. He's
individual.
So Mr. K is wrong as well.
I get what he's trying to go there, but we're looking for individual stitches. You ready for the answer?
We are ready for the answer. We have no idea.
108 stitches on an MLB baseball.
108.
Now you'll never forget it, Connor.
Yeah, 108. 60 wasn't even close.
Yeah, and 256.
Connor, I thought you were going to have that one, man.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in you too, Connor. You play the sport.
Yeah, but you don't look down and count the stitches in between
I
throwing
feel
pitches.
like that'd be general knowledge for a baseball player.
There's a lot of downtime during baseball. I bet you do it this season.
How heavy?
How heavy, Mr. Sino, how heavy do you think a hockey puck is?
Ooh, how heavy?
Yeah, I can tell you it's pretty heavy. As Paris Logan nails her second point.
Wow, I wouldn't even have a clue.
You wise guy Danny. Hello, Mr. K.
Are we past a pound?
I mean, I would
There's
guess.
There's no way we're past a pound.
It's definitely probably a little lighter than a pound, as there's a nice steal there by Sterling. To be honest, I have no idea, and that should be the general knowledge. I'm probably going to go maybe a pound and a half.
Yeah, Dan, I had to guess the stitches. You got to guess the pounds.
All right. Oh, geez. All right.
I said
Kay is attacking me in the truck. I'm going to guess probably like 0.7 pounds to around like 1.2 pounds, somewhere in between there.
I was going to say 0.75.
I'm going to go 0.65.
Oh, wow. We're off. It's 6 ounces, so we are very off. Kay is ripping at me in the truck.
You play the sport, Dan.
It's okay.
I play ball hockey there, Connor, so you better watch it.
Well, he's trying to say you're a fan, that's all. He's trying to say you're a big hockey fan.
All right. We can stop ganging up here against the play-by-play announcer. All right, Mr. Simons, we're going to get back to the action here. Thank you for coming on. We're going to talk to you later, and
of course.
Hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
I will. You guys have fun over there, all right?
Dan, I got another question for you. How heavy is the ball hockey?
I don't know. Ask Ty Hunsinger. He should be in the truck right now.
When you go for a slap shot, you should look down and feel it.
I do not pitch the ball, Connor. You feel the ball in your hands. You have the opportunity to look down.
When you're on
the hockey ball is probably less than 0.1 ounces. It's plastic.
Dan, when you're on the mound throwing a pitch, you don't look down and count the stitches.
You hold the ball
There's
enough.
a pitch clock.
No. You hold the ball enough to where you would maybe one day be like, oh, I wonder how many stitches is in this thing. I don't hold a hockey ball or a hockey puck. And there's a nice steal by Frazier who puts up the layup and gets that one in. She has 3 points on the afternoon, having herself a great afternoon on the defensive and offensive side of things. Woodbury now working with just under a minute to go. Now, I didn't want to get off the conversation there, Connor. There's a game I have to announce happening on the court. Ugh. I don't think that's accurate.
5.5 ounces. So we got a 0.5 less than a puck on a hockey ball.
That's completely inaccurate. It's no way it's that much lighter than a puck.
Tyler Hunsinger with the shout.
Mr. Hockey shouts it. Sorry we're diverting from the game, guys, but this is a fun little conversation. So Zoe Bell gets called for the foul there. It's her second, the team's fifth, so Paris Logan will go to the line once again to shoot. She has 12 already on this afternoon, having herself dominance. Yeah, exactly.
So
it was much less
50
than an
grams is the answer for that street hockey ball.
That's what I thought. It was much less than 5.5 ounces. Get out of here, Mr. Ball Hockey.
Yeah, that sounded a little far-fetched.
Yeah, thank you. I knew I wasn't going crazy. It's a plastic ball compared to a rubber puck.
Danny's mom is checking in right now, wondering about her son.
Thank you, Mom. Love you, Mom. All right, whatever. So we're going to get back to the action here on the court. As now Woodbury down by 10 here.
Tell us more, Miss Leakin.
Okay, all right. So Ivy now going to pull up from long range. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Sills, who puts one up again, and foul called there on Kuhn. Kuhn has 2 on the afternoon, and Sterling at 5 this quarter.
I actually thought that was decent defense from Lexi Kuhn, hands straight up like they teach. I don't really think that warranted a foul call there, but the refs nonetheless called it, so.
I do have to agree with you there, Connor. But Emerald Sills does miss her first, 79% from the charity stripe this season, 7 points per game. But she nails her second. So 11.4 seconds on the clock. Sterling needing a score at the end of this half. Kuhn finds Hoffaker. Hoffaker almost gets that one swiped away. Good ball control. Finds Frazier. Frazier going to fake the shot. This one finds Sims. Sims to Hoffaker. Hoffaker with 1 second on the clock. That one tipped and does not go. And that is the end of half number 1. After much heated debate here in the broadcast booth and much fun on the court, we sit at 23-14 in favor of Sterling. Second half action coming up right after this.
I'm out of beer! Well, we need to go get some more. It's still dry. Yeah, let's go!
Dude, take the seatbelts off. What are we doing? Yeah, you're right. I'm ready to drive. Yeah!
Don't drink and drive.
Hey, stop that, bully!
Are you begging for a knuckle sandwich, twerp?
Maybe I am.
Nice try, twerp.
Please, Hamburger, please help me. He's bullying me. You're right. I need to help you. I'm the anti-bully. Oh my God, thank you. Oh yes, King.
Douglas. Here. Brody. Here. Joshua. Joshua.
Joshua.
I don't think he signed up for flex time.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, I'm too late.
Help me, please! Help! Help!
I need a quick puff of my vape right now. May I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, you may use the bathroom.
Yo, what happened to you? Wait. Man, screw that.
What happened to Doug?
Because he was vaping and thought it wouldn't hurt him at all.
And remember, stay clean, breathe fresh air.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. After a great first half, the Lady Knights lead 23-14 over the Woodbury Thundering Herd. As we take a look at the leading scorers for at this afternoon's game, Paris Logan leading the way for the Lady Knights with 13 points, Lexi Kuhn with 6, and Jordan Frazier with 3. And on the other side of things, still having a great game are these Woodbury Thundering Herd looking to thunder back here in this second half. Ivy with 8, Robinson with 3, and Bell with 2. So we're going to take a look at how Ivy scored the majority of her points. Just a dominant first half from her. And, I mean, such a dynamic scorer for this Woodbury Thundering Herd team, Connor.
She really is, Dan. I mean, she's came into this game and she was averaging 16, and she is just playing very aggressive today, and shots are falling for her, and we have ourselves a good one going in the second half here, Dan.
Yeah, Ivy definitely been the lead horsewoman for this Woodbury team, and we're going to take a step aside from her for just a moment and take a look at Paris Logan, who's just been pure dominance. And Paris Logan, the definition of just ball hard every day, and she is just such a hard worker for this Sterling team.
Yeah, she really is. She's working well on the paint. She's getting the ball out to people, and she's having a nice day. She's attacking defenders, drawing contact. Something the great Joe Kogan. I don't know if you know much about him, Dan. He's one of those Hall of Fame coaches down from Stratford Middle School. He teaches that a lot.
He's actually listening to this game.
So Mr. Kogan, how you doing?
So Connor Worth says hello. I don't know Mr. Kogan, but from Somerdale Park School, I say hello to Mr. Kogan. Probably beat us a couple times. Somerdale Park wasn't the best basketball school in the world, but.
Well, it gave us a few of the boys starters.
Yeah, the boys starters. Julian and Zion and Amari.
And Amari. All three of them came right.
And Marcus. And
then the other two, Jason and Travis, come to us from Yellen School, and Mr. Kogan.
I got to say, where's the Magnolia representation? Actually, we got Magnolia representation behind the camera right now. Karina Justice coming over to say hello, peek in. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Connor Warrington here in the booth, covering this girls' basketball game between Sterling and Woodbury. And, I mean, we got a fun one geared up here in the second half, Con.
Yeah, we do, Dan. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good half.
Yeah, it should be a very good half. On another note, this is the first game since this past Sunday where the Eagles clinched their road to the Super Bowl. 55, so I think I don't even remember what Commanders scored. Not irrelevant. The Eagles scored 55, and
wasn't a lot for the Commanders.
No,
but,
no.
Yeah, Eagles really did it on all three sides of the ball. When I was talking before the game to Coach Jones, the assistant for Coach McDonald, and he said he really liked seeing how they attacked on special teams. One name that pops up is Will Shipley. A huge game on special teams, forcing a fumble, 2 tackles, and I think 165 total yards, counting his punt returns and kick returns.
Yeah, Will Shipley was a force.
We should have a fun Super Bowl in a few weeks, and for the sake of every Eagles fan in South Jersey, Delco, and Philadelphia, I really hope the Eagles can win this one.
Thanks, Con. I appreciate it. Connor, a Broncos fan, relying on the Bo Nix legacy to try and take him to the promised land.
I already filled out my transfer form to the Eagles. I'm currently in the transfer portal.
So did Aunt Moudry. Saw him with Eagles jersey on. Diehard Steelers fan. My butt. But whatever, back to the action here on the court as Woodbury starting with the offensive possession here. A nice floater right there from Robinson does not go. Amber Wilsey's older brother, who's also a Steelers fan, was at the on Broad Street the other day. So a lot of Steelers fans coming over to the Kelly Green.
I think a lot of people are. I think it's America versus the Chiefs right now, Dan, if I'm being honest. Nobody is pulling for Kansas City unless you are from Kansas City. And, man, I just can't stand Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, you're an AFC West team, too, so you really get
I just think people would respect him more if the refs weren't so balanced towards him. He gets every call. He cries after every time he gets sacked. I called it today. I was talking to Pat Carroll. I said, you watch. Eagles are going to score a touchdown late in the game. It's going to come back due to a penalty. A legal man downfield, for instance.
I never would think I'd be sitting here listening to you rant about how much you hate Patrick Mahomes in this Tuesday afternoon game. Yeah, it could be Logan rooting for Jacksonville in the truck. Duval.
Just hired a new coach.
Hey, who did the worst Duval I think I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, or Matt Strader, who isn't here today, but normally in the truck doing our replay, who lost to the Eagles. He's a Rams fan. His foul called there against Paris Logans. We take a look at the replay.
Goes up strong for contact, and actually, okay, so there's the contact there on number 4, Sills.
So Paris Logan back to the line shooting 2. Got a lot of free throw work in today. She shot multiple.
Woodbury with 3 girls in foul trouble here. Well, not foul trouble, but 2 fouls.
So Logan with 14 all the afternoon. Dominant so far. And Con, you make a great point there. A little bit of foul trouble here for Woodbury. They're just going to have to be a little careful.
Yeah, Logan's taking advantage. I've seen her at the line more than I've seen anybody this season, I feel like. She has been there a lot tonight.
And she's cashed in when she's gotten the opportunities. 15 points on the afternoon for Logan. Once again, a dominant performance. And she really activated on this road trip. She's had multiples of rebounds and points in one game and just been an unstoppable force for the Sterling squad.
Yeah, she really has. She's coming to her own down the stretch here, and that's good to see with playoffs coming up.
Ivy from the corner. Doesn't go. Rebound there by Bell. Jump ball. And that one will go in favor of Sterling. Great awareness there from the birthday girl, Maddie Sims. Sims, I guess you could say, a Channel 19 legend for a lot of the stuff that she's done these past couple of years. Been a part of a lot of cool things with the Coaches Cup and basketball and everything this year for the girls, and definitely someone we'll be seeing a lot more of next year as well. Sims now from 3 points, does not go, gets her own rebound. Back out to Kuhn. Kuhn for 3 points. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Robinson. Robinson now finds Ivy. Ivy going up against Sims. Great defense there by Sims. Rebound there by Wilsey. Wilsey now going up the court. Puts on the brakes, finds Sims. Sims to Kuhn. Sterling working the perimeter here against Woodbury. Not rushing anything, kind of taking it easy. This one a long distance pass towards Kuhn. Kuhn gonna cut in, but gets fouled on the way up. That one's gonna be on Zoe Bell, who has her 3rd foul of the afternoon.
Woodbury foul number 5, Zoe Bell. So 3rd, team's 2nd.
So Lexi Kuhn going to go to the line, and definitely another one of Sterling's better free throw shooters. And she misses her first. Announcer's jinx there. 78% from the charity stripe this season, and another consistent scorer for Sterling. 10 points per game, has 7 tonight. And now Ivy moving up the court, gives it off to Sills, who's going to slow it down here for the Woodbury Thundering Herd. Sills finds Bell, who looks across for Robinson. Robinson going to take this one to the rim, gets her shot blocked, and that one will go in Sterling possession.
I actually disagree with that call there. From my vantage point, it looked like Lexi Kuhn smacked it out, going for the board there, being aggressive. Nonetheless, the ref saw it Sterling ball.
So Sterling up by 12 here against Woodbury. Woodbury kind of been stuck at 14 for quite some time after, a hot start to the second quarter.
Yeah, they've really found themselves playing from behind here, and it shows.
Logan now with the nice drive to the rim, just misses. Looks like a foul called on Frazier.
Sterling foul number 23, Jordan Frazier.
So Frazier picks up her second. Her 3rd foul. It's the team's first. So now Sills moving up the court here for Woodbury. This one off to Robinson. Robinson with a nice cut into the lane and the nice basket there for Jadessa Robinson, who has 5 points on the afternoon, having herself a quiet but good game. Wilsey to Sims. Sims goes to Kuhn. Kuhn to Logan, but she gets that one taken away. A nice play there by Howell. Howell now. Nice pass to Ivy. Ivy up, and that one doesn't go. Rebound by Howell. Howell looking out. But that one looks like it's going to fly straight out of bounds, and it'll go in Sterling possession.
Sterling ball. Timeout, Sterling. It's a full timeout, Sterling.
But it looks like a full timeout there from Sterling. You can you could order a DVD of your favorite event. $20 per event, $3 for mailing. Please include the name of the event, and you can ask at Sterling TV or TV19 at sterling.k12.nj.us or the number that was listed on the screen. So our next TV game will be Thursday. It'll be boys basketball, Haddonfield versus Sterling. A tale as old as time, Connor. That game will be starting at 5:30, and according to Mr. Superfan's leader to my right, very highly anticipated.
I've been looking forward to it since we went down there and lost to those guys. Very hard-fought loss for the Sterling Knights last time they visited Haddonfield. I thought it could have went either way, but that was a game where I mentioned in the Paulsburg game, they missed their 3 throws, and they came from playing from behind.
And I think one thing, the Sterling boys have been playing much better at home than they have away. I think having this gymnasium, the super fans there, or as many people as they can, it's going to be big.
Yeah. A lot of my friends that are on that team have been saying this is the one that they're really looking forward to. It's the one that could shape the season going towards playoffs if you can get that win against Haddonfield. It's been elusive for a couple years now. Last win coming back in 2022, I believe. But nonetheless, it would be nice to see them get a win today at Woodbury and have some momentum going against Haddonfield.
Yeah, and a big game against Woodbury. If they really want to keep their hopes of winning the Colonial Conference alive, they're going to have to beat Woodbury, who's just been super hot as of late.
Unfortunately for the Knights, they're going to have to take care of everybody left in their conference to share the conference or win the conference, as they drop to Heights and Township this year as well. Need to take care of both those teams when they come to visit the castle, and Superfans are ready to do our part to help them get that win.
And Devin Williams and Jason Solomon are 2 people that Sterling really is going to have to keep note of. Williams himself having a phenomenal year in his sophomore year, and he's going to be difficult to stop for the Knights. As Sims is going to get let alone from long range, she does not make it. Rebound there by Bell.
that Woodbury Sterling game actually started at 4, so we could be getting results on air soon as the fourth quarter hits.
So now taking it to the rim is Robinson. She does not make her layup. A nice rebound there by Woodbury, and charging the foul, or excuse me, drawing the foul is Zoe Bell, who also nails her shot as well, and she'll be going to the line to shoot one. Paris Logan now in a little bit of foul trouble with her third foul, the team's second.
Sterling's got 2 big men down in the paint with 3 fouls today, so look how Kate McDonald managed that throughout the rest of this game.
So Bell nails her free throw.
The old-fashioned three-point play, Dan.
Yeah, gotta love it. Sims now moving up the court, finds Wilsey. Wilsey back to Sims. Sims to Wilsey. A little bit of give and go between these two girls. She looks across the court towards Sills. That's coming straight for our announcer's booth. Kind of rock the old. That was me, Mr. Guy.
Here we go.
So a quick little save, poke away with the combined help of myself and Karina Justice. And
I tried to catch it.
The show's right back on the road here. Into the lane, does not make it. Looks like a foul called there on Sterling. Jordan Frazier, who has her 4th foul, so she will be getting subbed out of this matchup here for Molly Hoffaker.
Entering the game for Sterling, number 2, Molly Hoffaker, replacing Jordan Frazier.
So Frazier definitely going to have to be careful with her fouls as time goes on here. And so now we're introducing back to the broadcast Mr. Sayano. And Mr. Sayano, I'm going to start you off with a question, but this conversation is going to be primarily between you and Connor. And I just have to get your thoughts on this as Janessa Robinson makes a nice layup. What are your thoughts about the Thursday game, the boys taking on the Haddonfield Bulldogs at home?
All right, my biggest worry about the game is actually Connor and his buddies. No, but on a serious note, huge game for a division, right? It's definitely a winnable game. We owe them from last time. I watched the game on film the next day. We were down by 10 early. We just couldn't get back from that. No, we just couldn't come back from that 10-point deficit. So hopefully we get out early on them on Thursday. And, we need this one.
We
Is
certainly
Connor laughing over there?
I am. I'm not going to be your worry. I've changed since the Haddonfield events and those games. But nonetheless, we are going to be loud that day. That's a promise every student has made. If you're a student at Sterling and you're not at that game Thursday, I don't know why you go here.
Be loud. Be positive. Be about Sterling. We're not name calling anybody or mentioning numbers or anything like that. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Mr. Sayano, I don't know where these accusations come from. I've never heard our student section do such things.
If I have to go back and pull up that game in which you were part of the student section.
Oh, I was not a part of that student section. Timeout taken by the Lady Knights.
It's burnt in my mind. Number two. That's a big no-go, guys. Right? We're trying to be in contention for the sportsmanship rating.
We are.
Right?
We are.
All right, and you guys are a big part of it.
Yep.
Back to what you were saying about the Haddonfield game, going down to that game, watching it, Sterling did start in a little bit of a hole, and they just never could find themselves out of it. I think the key to the game is get hot early on Thursday, play from in front, and don't go down and have to fight back. You want to be controlling the momentum of that game, especially with the fans in the gym, and the gym should be packed out for, like you said, a huge game for the division.
Gym is definitely going to be packed. It's going to be about, like you said, getting out early, managing emotions. That's going to be the big thing, right? The crowds are going to be awesome. It's pretty much a team that's going to be more composed on Thursday is going to win the game in my mind.
Yeah.
Looking down the court there was Maddie Sims. Looking towards Hoffaker, she could not catch it. And, while we were talking, Woodbury kind of came on a big run now just within 3 here, the Lady Knights.
Yep, big quarter here. We got to finish this quarter out here with the lead.
I think Robinson's been doing a great job within the paint and kind of giving Sterling some trouble. So now Bell moving in position, finds Sills. Sills looking for a pass. This one tipped away, and a nice tip there by Hoffaker. As Hoffaker now taking this one up the court, kind of pumps the brakes a little bit. Looking around, finds Kuhn. Kuhn just moving a little bit too quick and could not collect it with 46 seconds to go.
Really found ourselves a good game here going into the fourth. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, Miss Sienna.
Yeah.
We got to keep our, just like Thursday night here, we got to keep our composure, make sure we're catching the ball first, right? Limiting the mistakes, and then we'll be fine this fourth quarter.
Yeah, going to the fourth, and no matter what game, it always ends up getting a little more physical. Fouls aren't as big of a trouble, and people are just playing their hearts out with the game on the line. And that's something you'd hope you would see the whole entire game. But
so jump ball possession awarded towards Woodbury.
Yeah. People, they save a little bit in the tank for the fourth quarter, Connor, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a pitcher when he's, he's got one batter left. He's going to give you everything.
A nice bucket there by Emerald Sills, who's really turned the tide here in quarter number 3.
And that comment from Miss Sienna was perfect for Vol McVeigh last year in the playoff win. One pitch left before he hit the NJSAA limit at 110, rolled up a double play, and got out of it with a complete game for the Knights.
Woodbury looking to take the lead here. 6 seconds to go. 5 seconds, just missing the layup. Rebound there by Woodbury. Foul called against Robinson. Talk about turning this game, completely flipping it, and now Woodbury in the hot seat to try and take the lead for the first time in this afternoon.
Connor, was that Seneca or was that Oakcrest?
That was Oakcrest. Seneca was a 4-1 loss.
Yeah, Seneca, yeah. I was at both those games. Great games.
Yeah, the Oakcrest one was fun to be a part of.
Yeah, it was a great coaching job. You know, Coach K did his thing that day. The players performed. It was an awesome thing to be part of. It was like week 2 on the job for me, so I loved it.
Yeah, that was a fun game. Vol McVeigh pitched his arm out that game, pitched wonderful for us.
And Robinson
100%.
ties this one up. Sterling now with just a couple of seconds left. Maddie Sims going to heave one up. That one does not go. And time will run out.
Limit the mistakes, and we got this win.
So Mr. Siano says, limit the mistakes. We're going to let him go and cut to break. Thank you for tuning in, Mr. Siano. 28-28 the score. Fourth quarter action set to be a big one, as we'll be back after this short break.
Where were you? You were supposed to meet me at my locker.
I had to get my books.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we take a look at our beautiful campus there on our amazing drone shot courtesy of Mr. K. And we're getting back here for some fourth quarter action. And Connor, this one's setting up to be a big one here for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, Dan, it really is. We found ourselves in a 28-28 game. For times during this game, it's felt like Sterling kind of controlled all momentum, and Woodbury has found a way to find it back. We're going in with a tie game. What more could you ask for as a basketball fan in the fourth quarter of a tie game between two conference teams? We see them twice, beat them the first time, and here they are in our gym, tied it up.
So, again, Connor setting the scene. Fourth quarter action, tied up at 28. Sterling will start with possession. I'm Dan Ulikin, joined by Connor Warrington. We're gearing up for a nice game here between Sterling and Woodbury. Sterling will start with possession. Hoffaker.
In the first quarter, Dan, where Sterling found all momentum, Lexi Kuhn was hot beyond the arc, and Paris Logan was very strong down with the ball in her hands in the paint. You need to try to get it to those two. Wilsey and Hoffaker, as the playmakers, need to try to find them down in the paint and find Kuhn on the outside, and that's the recipe to success with 7 minutes and 46 seconds to go in a huge game.
And that's a great playmaker play right there by Sims. Logan fouled on the way up. She will go and shoot too, but what a pass from Maddie Sims once again.
Yeah. I didn't mention her on the playmaking ability, but her as well. Yeah.
Zoe Bell now in some trouble with 4 fouls. Frazier will be checking back into this game here for Sterling, who also has 4 fouls, but Bell will be taken out here for Burgess. Logan makes her first 18 points on the afternoon for her.
I mean, what a day for Paris Logan. You can't talk enough about it. Doing everything right to help the Knights get here. 18 of their 29 points, Dan. That's huge. She really stepped up knowing that the pressure was on here.
And Logan now needs to make her second as well. Try and pull away here from Woodbury. And she does. 19 points. And counting for Paris Logan. 19 of the team's 30. As Connor just mentioned, you need that kind of clutch ability in these times. And now Robinson trying to put one up. That one doesn't go. Rebound by Sims. Looking to advance Kuhn. Kuhn getting past the pressure. Kuhn searching, finds Logan. Looking for Wilsey. Wilsey to Frazier. Frazier inside, playing a little bit of bully ball. Foul called there on Jabrielle Howell. And it might be her fourth foul as well.
Number 3, Jabrielle Howell. The fourth, team's second.
A lot of fouls today, Dan. A lot of foul shots.
Yeah. So now going to the line to shoot two will be Jordan Frazier once again. Missed one, made one the last time she was at the line. And misses her first. So now Frazier to shoot her second here, trying to pull away. Make this a three-point game, just misses. So now Woodbury looking to go the other way here. Sills in transition. Looks like Frazier will be on her at the top of the key. That one tipped by Wilsey. This one goes back out. This one finds Sills. Sills now moving into some open space, trying to look across the way, and that one a little bit miscalculated there by Sills. And Sterling will get possession right back.
Yeah, you'd like to see him capitalize here and take a 2-score lead if they can put some points on the board here.
So there was Coach Curry shouting some demands from the players. This one finds Wilsey. Wilsey looking inside,
Good
finds
find.
Frazier. Frazier trying to move in some space.
And Dan,
it looks like a foul called.
Sorry to touch off there. That's exactly what I'm talking about from Wilsey. She sees her down low, goes high and up with her, and finds her, and then draws the foul. Doing it very well today, although that time, Dan, minimal contact.
So team's third now for Woodbury, and we're, again, early in this fourth quarter once again. Wilsey finds Kuhn. Kuhn from the corner needs to knock this one down and does. Lexi Kuhn, when you need her most, comes in. Sterling up by 5.
Clutch. One word to describe that. Clutch.
What a big shot there from Lexi Kuhn, and ice in the veins for number 15. Another turnover there from Sterling.
And a little. And the difference, Dan, really between today's two teams have been the three-point shooting. They have missed a lot of their 3 attempts, and Sterling has made most of theirs today, shooting very well beyond the arc.
So this one goes inside. Frazier tries to put that one up. That one doesn't go. Sterling searching for the rebound, but that one looks like it went out of bounds on Robinson. There's Coach Kate McDonald again, just eclipsed win 300 in their win against Gloucester, looking for 301 today against Woodbury. We will talk to her after today's game. This one goes inside towards Kuhn. Kuhn just misses the floater. Sterling searching for that rebound. Frazier putting that one up. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by the Herd. Woodbury now moving up. And a foul called on Wilsey.
Dan, you saw me, obviously, the reaction to that play. It seems like the refs are trying to call it really strict because, to me, that's just not a foul. Didn't impede with her going to the basket. And they're going to have to start making some of these calls down the stretch that could impact the game. Nonetheless, Dan, I give him credit, though. It's hard to see everything. You know as well as I do, though. It's hard to see everything.
Yeah, it definitely is. And combined, hold on one second.
Woodbury's going to try to get a shot off.
Big shot there from Robinson. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Sims. And combined, these two teams combined for 27 total fouls in this game, which I think that plays a little bit into Connor's point where this has been a pretty strict game in terms of the calls. Sterling getting a little casual there and gets the ball back, thankfully. And Sims now looking across the court. Nice tip there by Wilsey. This one goes back to Wilsey. She finds Sims, and Sterling will set up shop here. Sills with a little bit of pressure on Sims. Sims now going into the lane with a floater. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Burgess. Now moving up is Ivy. Ivy gets fouled on the way there, and it's on the floor. But that one will go against Wilsey once again.
Sterling foul number 11, Amber Wilsey. It's her third, team's second.
the team second, her third, and now Woodbury with a chance for an inbound here with about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Almost as many fouls as stitches on a baseball today, Mr. K says from the truck.
Emerald Sills now for the floater. That one doesn't go. Sterling now going to work in transition.
I still can't believe there's that many.
Yeah. What was it? I think it was like 106. Was, I think, the final number from Mr. Sayana. There's been a lot that's happened in between there. We had the whole Superfans debate and then the whole ball hockey debate that lasted a couple of minutes. This one goes to Kuhn. Kuhn going to step back. Finds Sims. Sims finds Kuhn. Kuhn to Wilsey. Wilsey back to Sims. Perimeter passing here for the Lady Knights. Been something that's been quite good this game. Not a lot of turnovers. Logan now in the paint. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Woodbury.
Dan, we both saw that from here. Both called it before the ref did. Just can't do that. I thought there would have been a foul call there on Logan. Looked like she was kind of set for a charge. Nonetheless, as a Sterling fan, not complaining. But it definitely did look like that could have been a foul call warrant on the charge.
Sterling fan, you're the super fan, Connor. And a nice takeaway there by Sills. Sills now going up, has Ivy to her right. She gives it off to Ivy, and a nice bucket there by Nyla Ivy.
And that is just a textbook play. Sills dribbling up the court. Instead of taking contact from Sims, goes right in between two defenders to the hot hand on the day, Ivy.
And Jordan Frazier gets called for the foul, so that is her 5th foul of the afternoon. So she will be taken out of this matchup and a timeout called by Coach McDonald.
30-second timeout, Woodbury.
Or excuse me, that one was called by Woodbury. You can find us on Facebook at Sterling Channel 19. We'll have all of our updates there. We will have all the updates about stuff happening around the school and stuff you guys need to know. So make sure you guys go follow us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19.
See some good sports clips on there too. Woke up this morning to Jason Camarda's state championship goal. Still gives me chills to this day, Dan.
That's a nice one, man. We for some reason a lot during this winter season, that run gets brought up quite a lot, especially when we're at the boys' games and we talk about Jason and stuff like that. And such a fun event, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the. Thankful that they took fan buses down there. That was a great.
Yeah. There's Mr. Carter. The front door if you pay us a visit here at Sterling Channel 19.
Also a football coach.
Yeah, he's our offensive coordinator for a little bit.
Him and C.J. Barrett running the offense for the Knights this year.
So that one misses and a jump ball called there, but possession will stay in favor of Woodbury.
C.J., the former quarterback at Sterling.
Yeah, Rowan graduate.
Rowan graduate, quarterback at Rowan. Basketball, baseball.
Yeah, all the works.
All around, and he's doing it again in the coaching system now as well, coaching all three.
Robinson with a nice move and a nice floater. Robinson getting this one within one. She has 10 points on the night as well. Long distance throw. This one finds Hoffaker. Hoffaker finds Logan. Back to Sims. This one over to Kuhn. Kuhn from the corner once again, letting it fly. Lexi Kuhn, nothing but clutch. And Sterling now up by 4.
And Dan, once again, difference of the game has been the behind the arc shooting from Lexi Kuhn and the Knights. Woodbury still looking for the 3 ball to go in for them, but that's a nice jumper there from Emerald Sills. Not sure what's
happening here, but we're going to take a look in a moment. And
the net is hit up, so they're going to put that down.
Yeah, Lexi's
good eye from the ref there.
Lexi Kuhn's swish was so beautiful.
Swished it, put it right up. Here's the replay of it. Sims goes to the corner once again. Those two working together great today. And Kuhn with a 3 and nothing but net, and it gets stuck up there.
Wet like water right there from Lexi Kuhn, and she's having herself a great second half. And a great game in general with 13 points.
You can definitely feel the intensity in the gym picking up.
What a pass there from Sims to Hoffaker as now Logan puts that one up and knocks that one down. Paris Logan, 21 points. Oh my goodness, she's on fire.
Looked a little bit like Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown right there.
Touchdown, Silver Knights. On Wisconsin plays.
Oh.
A little physical there between Howell and Hoffaker. Hoffaker with the turnover. Hoffaker going up for the layup, and she gets fouled on the way up. Hype in this gymnasium right now.
Great play here from Logan. Goes up. Boom. Dan, we both saw what we saw down here. It looked like the girl was using her foot to kind of push off there. I thought that would have warranted a call. Would like to see
nevertheless, I think Hoffaker going to the line is
it's huge.
Good. Yeah.
If she can make these, that's huge.
She makes her first. So the freshman finds herself with some points today. Post-game show to follow. Could have players from both teams, but Hoffaker now for her second. Does not go in, but rebound there by Sims. Sims finds Kuhn. Kuhn from beyond the arc once again. Letting it fly! Lexi Kuhn. Perfect. In this second half, 16 points for her.
And Dan, going back to that boys, I just got a live update. 7 seconds to go. It is 53-53. Woodbury has the basketball. I will keep you guys updated.
Wow. Talk about tight, and we knew that one would be tight there, Connor.
High-scoring game down there, but really hoping the Knights could pull that out with 7 seconds to go. Need some strong defense and win it in overtime for Barringer and the boys.
Sills moving in as Ivy chucks up a three. That one doesn't go. Rebound there by Sills. Sills now moving in. That one doesn't go. Rebound by Logan, and a foul called there on Woodbury.
Woodbury foul number 15, Julie Brooks.
And now going to the line is going to be Paris Logan. Not the girl you really want to sense on the line there for Woodbury, because she's been so clutch from the charity stripe in this game.
Yeah, 21 points today, Dan. That's all you have to say. She's shooting with confidence. She's hot on the day, and if she can hit these, that'll make it a 10-point game for the Silver Knights.
So Paris Logan now misses her first.
One shot.
Can't believe this boys game right now. 53-53 with 7
waiting
seconds
on
left.
the update.
Yeah.
That is a
Connor Schefter, our update here.
Yes, but that is a close of a game as it'll get.
And I think that's something we talked about and predicted here on Sterling. It would be super duper close, and Sterling needing to pull out with the win.
And every conference game is, Dan.
Yep. Great job by Woodbury to hustle for that one. Sills now has it, weaves her way past Sims, and a nice pass inside, which finds Nyla Ivy, who's continued her dominance here with 12 points. So this one finds Logan. Logan to Wilsey. Wilsey over to Kuhn. Kuhn looking for Sims. Sims does a good job of cutting back. Sims now going into the lane, putting up a floater. Fouled on the way up and knocking that one down. The birthday girl, Maddie Sims, finding her first 2 points of the afternoon. In no event bigger as Sims looking for the three-point play.
And arguably the biggest points of the day from either team, as that really takes a lot of momentum out from this Woodbury team. That's a crushing blow on the N1 if she can put the traditional three-point play, the untraditional three-point play, if you will.
And just misses there by Sims. Woodbury does get the rebound.
Keeps it a single-digit lead for the Knights.
Nice pass underneath to Ivy, who gets fouled on the way up. Does not cash in on the and one, but we're going to take a look at the Sims basket.
Sterling foul number 15, Lexi Kuhn. It's her third.
So Lexi Kuhn now with 3 fouls. The team's 4th foul, but going to the line to shoot 2 will be Nyla Ivy. 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Ivy with 2 big free throws coming up. And makes her first. So Ivy getting some big shots here for Woodbury. Misses her second. Sterling looking for the rebound. Nice job by the Lady Knights.
Something they've done very well, by the way, today, Dan, is the rebounding.
Nice pass there to Sims. Sims now looking for Logan. Logan from the mid-range shot and bakes that one in. Bakes open there for Paris Logan. 23 on the afternoon for her. She continues.
What a day. I'm not sure of her career high, but I have to think that has to be it today.
Oh, yeah. I think her career high is somewhere around 15 to 19. I'm not necessarily
Blew it
sure.
out of the water today.
Yeah. Nice pass inside to Ivy. That one tipped by Logan. So Logan will get called for that one. She's on foul number 4. Spank shot right there.
Right around the foul line.
Beautiful basket cam there from our very own Mr. K.
Ivy at the line for Woodbury, shooting 2.
Ivy now going to shoot 2 from the free throw line. Was just there a few moments ago. She misses her first. It looks like Sterling will call a timeout. So 46-37 the score. And Sterling will call a full timeout here to try and get things under wraps. You can follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19, where we'll have live updates of all the games and, of course, all the fun and exciting things you guys need to know about the Castles. Make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19. Con, do we have any update on the boys' game yet?
Working on it right now, Dan.
Connor Schefter getting on that as soon as he can. Hopefully the boys hung on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we are just gearing up for Nyla Ivy's second shot of her 2 foul shots. Ivy now, a big shot here for Woodbury. Try and get them back into this one. Only would be down by 8. But a nice rebound there by Paris Logan after the Ivy miss. And now Sterling right back into transition. A nice long pass towards Hoffaker. Great passing there by the Lady Knights. Logan for the and one. Paris Logan, 25 points. Dominance for Paris Logan. Strictly business there for number 3.
All right, Dan, I have an update. We have headed to overtime at Woodbury.
Whoa.
Stayed tied at 53, and we are currently in overtime, according to my source. Name will not be given out.
Something tells me the source is very wise, Connor. 26 points for Logan.
Best of the best, Dan. Keep you folks at home updated on that score.
So now Robinson over to Sills. Sills now to Ivy. Ivy from long range. That one doesn't go. Rebound by Woodbury. Woodbury trying to put that one up. It looks like a jump ball is called and possession will be awarded to Sterling. Connor, what a game from Paris Logan. 26 points this afternoon.
I'd love to see her get 30, Dan. That'd be really cool.
That would be awesome. Sims now taking this one up, finding Hoffaker over to Wilsey. Wilsey does a good job of keeping this one in her possession, giving it off to Hoffaker.
And Amber's not one that scores a lot of points. She is like a Jason Camardo in terms of the point guard position, where she finds everybody and she does the right thing for the team to help manufacture points, which is huge. And every basketball team needs somebody like that.
Madison Sim does a good job of no fouling there on Ivy, so Ivy does get to 15 points this afternoon. A nice ball there, finds Logan.
And Dan, it appears to look like the Knights are going to pull out and win this one here, but nonetheless, great fight from Woodbury today. Although it looks like they're going to come up just a bit short, bearing a miracle, they have really played well today and put some eyes on them.
Knock on wood, if the score stays, Sterling will advance to 10-6 on the season. They will get 10 wins, 7-4 in the division, as there's a deep three-pointer from Ivy that doesn't go. Rebound by Sims. Woodbury will go down to 4-12, 2-6 in the division. As this one goes towards Wilsey. And it looks like they're just going to hold it unless there's a foul here from Ivy.
Looks like Coach will just let him relax, and this one will head to the books. 49-39, Sterling's going to win this one.
So
hard-fought win for the Lady Knights, and everybody just did a job. It was a total team win today for the Knights.
A big win.
Something Coach Kate McDonald is definitely happy about.
First game at the Castle in 5 games, and they get a big win against the Woodbury Thundering Herd, 49-39. Post-game show to follow. Big win for the Lady Knights with a couple of the Lady Knights players. We'll be back right after this.
Bad decision. Not wearing a seatbelt while driving increases fatal injuries by 78%. Hitting the windshield without a seatbelt feels like getting knocked out by an Olympic heavyweight boxer. Four times. The initial impact of a car crash is multiplied without a seatbelt. It feels like being tackled by 3 defensive backs running at full speed.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Good choice. Buckle up. It's not worth being a statistic.
What's up? Hey, Maddie.
Why are you wearing Crocs?
They're so comfortable. You should really get a pair.
Maddie, take them off. They're so ugly.
Three days later.
Hi. Hey. You're wearing Crocs? You're wearing sneakers? I thought you said those were ugly.
Well, I guess they are kind of comfy.
Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as the girls pick up the win against the Woodbury Thundering Herd. And we're going to start with the birthday girl, Maddie Sims. Now, Maddie, talk about how big this win is for your team to get win number 10 when people really didn't get you guys going this far.
Honestly, it feels good. You know, obviously, when we first started the season, we didn't start off well, but now as we keep grinding and we keep on a winning streak, I mean, it just feels good that we're turning our season over into a positive tide.
Now, if you can, just tell us a little bit about that away trip, because you guys were really successful in the last 5 games. You know, 4-1 coming into this one, now 5-1 in the last 6. But that away trip really kind of sparked something in you guys. I mean, what was kind of happening there?
Yeah, we knew that being the away team, we just had to keep grinding and going on that road win streak. You know, we just knew we were back at the castle. You know, this is our home team, this is our home court. Like, we just know it like the back of our hands, and we just knew that we just had to keep grinding.
And during that away trip, we obviously had that big win for Coach McDonald. Tell us about, you know, some of the emotions that went into that one.
It was such an amazing game. I mean, she cried. Everyone was crying. I mean, as being one of her players, it's just like we just feel so proud of her, knowing she shows up every day, hard work, dedication. She loves coaching us. She loves being here, loves being a coach at Sterling. It's just so great to have her as a coach, and I'm so proud that she got to accomplish her 300th.
Thank you for coming on, Maddie, and happy birthday. So next, it's going to be Lexi Kuhn. Now, Lexi, talk about clutch. Hit a lot of big threes in the later stretch of that game. How are you feeling after that big win?
Yeah, I mean, it felt great just to be back at home, finally to win. It felt great. And the second quarter was a little dry for me, so to come out hot in the second half, it was big and it felt great.
We've mentioned it before. I mean, you and Paris complement each other so well, and to watch your girl have a big game out there, how'd that feel for you?
It felt great. I love Paris, and to see her finally, get her work in just feels great for her, and I'm so proud of her.
And after a little bit of a slower start to the season, you guys have kind of really hit your stride. I mean, what has really went into that, outside of the game, inside of the game, and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I mean, the beginning of the season wasn't rough, but it was challenging, and I think just as more we go on, we're playing more comfortable with each other and knowing where each other are on the court. So it's leading onto the court through practices and stuff. So it just it's big for us that we're finally figuring it out.
Lexi, thank you for coming on. Congratulations on the big win. And then last for the Sterling girls, it's going to be Paris Logan. 26 points, 12 rebounds, straight business. How did it feel after getting that big win?
Just felt good because I've been working on my game all summer long, and it's just nice to see it translate in the game.
And I mean, you guys had a big away trip. 5 games, 4-1 in those 5 games. And how has that helped you guys, kind of get yourselves to where you guys are now?
It's giving us a confidence boost because most people didn't believe in us at the beginning of the season. So it's just giving us a confidence boost,
That's perfect. I mean, and Coach McDonald has coached a lot of great forwards, and you're cementing yourself in that kind of, those group with some of those great girls like, Mackenzie McDonald and so on and so forth. I mean, how does that feel to, see yourselves as being so elite with them?
It's just nice because of all the work I put in, It's nice to see it translate.
For sure. And I mean, after a career high, what are the emotions that you're feeling right now?
I just feel good about myself, and I just feel good. Yeah.
And that's all you should feel. Thank you, Paris, for coming on. Congratulations. And then we're going to bring on someone from Woodbury. It's going to be Nyla Ivy in just a few moments, if she can come on the broadcast. I mean, Nyla, apart from the team loss, you had yourself a great game. I mean, how are you feeling about your personal game?
I feel like I could have done better to get my team to win, but I just want to win at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you guys have kind of gone through a little bit of a rough stretch, but you guys are looking out of the other end and kind of starting to, get in your game a little bit. And everything was kind of going down for you today. And I mean, what are those emotions? How do you keep yourself in check in those big moments like that?
For the big moments, just next shot, if you miss, just stay out your head and try and get my teammates involved.
And I mean, for the rest of the season going forward, what are you guys looking to try and improve on as time goes on, and you guys are looking to get back in the win column?
Our rebounding, we're a little small team, but I think if we have our effort, we'll be cool for playoffs.
And I mean, you guys are a relatively young team as well. And I mean, talk about, going forward, how much better you guys are going to be when the years kind of go by.
We're going to be fine, for sure. The experience comes, but we're going to be a good team for playoffs.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. And last but certainly not least, there she is. Yes, Tegan can come on. 100%. Probably to my right, if that works for you. I'm sorry. You guys almost guessed right. So now we're here with Coach McDonald and Tegan McDonald. I know. Thank you. I know who she is. Thanks, Karina. And Coach McDonald, a lot of emotions these past couple of games, but this one in specific, how does it feel to get a big win over Woodbury in the division and at home after 5 games of being away?
I mean, this is huge for us. Woodbury is a really, really tough team. They're very athletic. Coach is doing a really good job with them. And we got them at their place, so I knew they'd come out fired up today, and I knew we had to come out strong. And, they fought the entire time and closed that gap. And, my kids have just learned how to close out games and find ways to win. But credit to Woodbury. They did a great job tonight.
26-12 from Paris Logan. And I mean, we know that you've coached a lot of great forwards. I mentioned it to her, but I'm mentioning it to you too. A lot of great forward in your time here at Sterling between all those 300 wins. And is she really, kind of coming into her own, cementing herself as one of those great forwards that you guys have?
Yeah, Paris is just so tough, and Paris is an undersized forward, and she just works and works and works and never gives up, never gets too emotional about anything, never stops. She's just a great teammate. She's coachable, and she's so much fun to watch out there. Yeah.
No kidding. Now, I'm going to bounce away from this game for a moment and just kind of talk with you a little one-on-one about Gloucester's win and how much that meant to you. And I mean, from someone who puts so much time and dedication into this program to get win 300, I mean, now looking back at it, how did that feel for you?
It It's awesome, and like I've said before, it's not really about me. You know, I just get to be the title of it or whatever. But over the past 14 years, I've just had great players. I've had amazing parents. I've had an amazing coaching staff. The school and the community has been so supportive. So it's not mine. It's everybody's. I'm sharing.
I know we can't have Mackenzie here, but as her daughter, how'd that feel watching her get her 300th win from the sideline?
It felt really cool. I was really proud for her and happy for her. It probably felt really good for her too.
Yeah, as the sign says, a lot of support from the Stratford girls, and I mean, that's very awesome, and you're building a great program from the ground up. Miss McDonald, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Tegan, thank you. So I'm going to send it back to my boy Connor Warrington inside the booth to give you guys a little bit of what's going on this upcoming Thursday.
So our next TV game is going to come to us on Thursday. Boys are going to host Haddonfield. Unfortunately for the boys, they did end up dropping that game today. Last second foul shot, Woodbury took that one. So Haddonfield means more now. They have to win that one guaranteed to try to hope and hold on for a sliver for that division in the conference. We're going to need every single student in Sterling here. It's going to be Hawaiian/beach team. Get loud, be respectful in the front row. We're going to need everyone here. You can tune in on Channel 19. If you can't make it to the game, support the boys. That's a huge one. It's a must-win now for Barringer and the boys, and we're going to need everybody there on Thursday. Hawaiian team, beach team.
So I'm going to wrap it up here for Sterling Channel 19. The girls getting a big win over the Woodbury Thundering Herd, led by a very powerful performance from Paris Logan, 26 and 12 rebounds. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Connor Warrington and Karina Justice on the sides. Thanks so long, and as always, go Knights.